Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back.
Glacial spear. Piercing.
Go,
Let it
go.
go. Freeze lancer. Going
Take
in.
this! It's over!
Piercing.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
It's over! Begin! Does it take, pesky airborne scoundrel?
Take this.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
On your knees.
You wanna
Here I
play?
come.
Come at me.
You're finished! Air
Mega
pressure!
ray.
Mirage! Sword Rain Alpha!
Lunar eruption.
Take this!
Look
I'll
sharp.
face
By
you!
the
You're
power of
finished!
water.
This one. Make it rain.
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Ah! We did it.
Magnificently done.
Here I come.
Come on. Here I go. One more. Tiger blade. Steering through. This one's mine.
This one's
Take this.
mine.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger blade. I'm going to do it.
Resonate with the...
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes! Resonate with the... My turn!
I'm
Take
gone.
this! Stardust!
This
Blue
one's
escape!
mine.
Here I come! Blue escape! Rising Falcon! Sword Rain
Hammer!
So I still had room to grow.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
Leave the agile one. Tornado drive.
This
Take
one's
this.
mine!
A mine.
Flash! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Begin. Take this.
Going in! Take
Sword
this!
Rain
Look sharp!
Take this! It's
Crescent
over!
moon!
Negative
Tiger
gate.
blade!
Blow
On
away!
your knees.
You're mine! It's over!
Air pressure! Gemini Aqua! This one's
Rising
mine!
Falcon!
Tiger blade!
In a bind.
Lunar
Sword Rain
corruption!
Alpha!
Going in!
Dragon
Crazy
Team!
left!
You're mine! You're
Tiger
finished!
blade! Glacier
Sword Rain
Spear!
Alpha!
Fierce
you.
evil! Look sharp!
Not so
Dragon
fast.
Swarm!
Do it! Ridwell!
Frozen?
Hammer!
Lightning!
You're mine!
Fury!
You're finished!
Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's Evo!
Thank you! Start up!
Free Blade! Tiger Blade!
Hurrah!
Here I go!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine! Going in!
Showtime!
One more!
Sword
Make it
Rain
rain!
Alpha!
Steering! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Skills in top form, art's working like a charm. Ha!
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
You... Did you hear all of that?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
What's this thing?
Coming through!
I shall ensure you survive this.
It's a duel of the arts!
One more!
Tiger blade!
You got flyers.
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours. Here I come.
Going in! Here's the evil! Tiger blade!
I'm ready.
Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
You know, I'll keep training.
You're going pretty hard in this battle!
I am not usually given to restraint.
Stand back. I'll trip it up. Sword Rain Alpha.
I must remember my limits.
Sword Rain Alpha.
I'm in your debt.
Tiger
You're
blade!
mine. It's
Here I
over.
go!
Start
You're
up.
mine!
Rising Phoenix.
Going in! Here, let me help! First aid!
This is.
No! Don't leave me all alone here.
Lunar corruption! Tiger blade! Where are you going?
Position, precision, timing. All a perfect day.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care of your firearm.
Back into the front!
Rising Falcon.
Gemini Aqua!
Double Demon Fang.
Here's the healing art!
Sword Rain Alpha. Behold, the Earth pulse. Tectonic vision. Elusive fury. You're finished.
Tiger, make it rain!
Blow them away. I can feel my power growing. Gotta break through. Resonate with can't get out of this.
One more!
This
Start up.
one's mine!
Rising Phoenix. Take this.
Time to shine!
Sword Rain Alpha.
Airborne beasts, my
Eternal
specialty.
devastation.
Lunar corruption!
Begin.
I'm all
Blind
set.
freak.
Why can't they just sit
Still. Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Ridwell, astral energy, full throttle!
On your knees. Take this.
I'm only getting started. Watch and
Start up.
on guard.
It's on. Rising Falcon.
One more.
On your knees.
This one's mine.
Here I come. You're finished.
Do it. You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
I feel sprightlier than before.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Gotta break through. Sword Rain Alpha.
Blade, Gemini Aqua,
Eat dirt.
Annihilation.
Catapult. Sword Rain Alpha. Eternal devastation. Still.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
I shall provide assistance.
Rising Falcon. Begin.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down. Take this. You're finished. Double Demon Fang.
Take this. Lunar corruption.
This one's all mine.
Lunar blast.
Take this. Rain. Dueling. In an instant! Impact block!
So I still had room to grow. Discourteous, aren't you?
Dragon Form!
Get behind me!
On your knees! Take this! It's
This
over!
one's mine!
You're mine!
Piercing meteor!
Huh?
Freeze Lancer!
Take this!
One's mine!
Can't get out of this!
It's over!
Tiger
The enemy
Blade!
wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'm out of ammo!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Watch and weep! Look sharp!
Elusive deity!
Ready! That's it! Look
Sword
sharp!
Rain Alpha!
Elusive deity! A debut performance!
Rising Falcon! You're mine!
I'm ready!
This one's
Kisara!
mine!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Soda!
It's
It's over!
Glacial Speed!
Lunar Rondo!
Here's evil! Do it! Freeze Lancer!
A victory for the ages. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You want me? Come get it!
Feeling damage!
Give it a whirl!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
It's
Where are
over!
you going?
Begin!
Take this! Sword Rain
Do it!
Alpha!
Going in! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Here's a healing arc!
On
This
your
one's
knees.
mine!
Try it! Harder!
Tiger Blade!
Air pressure!
Lunar Blast!
Here I come!
This one denied!
It's over!
Here
I'll
I go!
face you!
You're mine!
Eternal
This one's
Devastation!
mine!
I'll drive it!
Going in!
Elusive deity!
Not today!
Drive!
Hear me! Flame of Fury! This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Double Demon Fang!
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Crush! It's over!
Back into the fray! I'm gone! That's it! Not so fast! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolition!
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
Heal!
Healing Circle!
Now you see what I can do!
No escape!
Lunar Corruption!
Did you just heal me?
I'm ready!
I need you, remember?
One more! Tiger Blade! Lunar Corruption!
Elusive deity!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Lightning Meteor!
Negative! Resonate with the earth!
Rising Falcon!
Stalagmite.
I'm not done!
This one's mine!
Mirage!
Nothing gets
I'll
past
face
you!
you.
Eternal Devastation! This one's all mine!
Back into the fray!
Double Demon Fang! Not today!
Burning Strike!
Mirage! It's over!
Going in!
I'm ready!
Hey! Ha! Blow them away!
I need to be stronger.
Looks like some solid equipment. More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
through!
On your knees.
Like moths to the flame.
Lunar Blasting! Tiger Blade! Lunar Blast!
Eternal devastation!
Do it!
In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
This one's mine. Take this.
Radiant here!
Rising I still got a ways to go.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this thing?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
There! Go! I'm only getting strong!
Rising Falcon! You're mine!
Can you take it? Tempest!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Going in! Burning Strike!
Laser
Spear! Pierce Evil!
Take it? Tempest!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Elusive
Make it rain!
Armor won't save you!
Going in! Corruption!
Here I
Back into
come!
the fray!
Rising
Top field!
Falcon!
Into everlasting darkness!
This one's all mine!
Resonate with
Eternal
the earth!
devastation!
Make it rain!
Stalagmite!
Shion! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Hear me!
Not a
Fury!
chance!
Burning
Stardust!
Strike!
Can
Glacial
you take
Spear!
it?
Pierce
Take this!
Evil!
Catapult!
You're finished!
Freeze Lancer! Going in!
You're mine!
This one's
It's
mine.
over!
I'm ready! One more! Jolene!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen!
Step back. This one's all law. What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Get lost!
I'm not done!
Going in! One more!
Double Demon Fang! You're mine! It's over!
Going in!
Destruction!
Ready!
Begin! Crush! You're mine!
I'm ready! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen. I'll do my best!
There!
Take this!
Thank you!
You're finished! It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come!
Spear! Pierce Evil!
Luna Rondo!
This one's mine!
Mirage!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine! It's over!
This one's
Sword
mine!
Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Take this! It's over!
On your knees!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
I never miss!
One more! It's
Hear me!
over!
Flame of Fury!
Radiant Falcon! Blew away!
Freeze Lens!
I feel sprightlier than before.
dispose of the trash.
Going in.
No escape! You're mine!
Right here. I got you.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Resonate with the earth!
Burn in hell! Here I come!
On guard.
You're mine!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Ha! Who said anything about letting off?
By the power of lightning!
Sword Rain
Let
Alpha!
the marksman handle this.
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
My turn!
There's still more to go.
This one's mine.
Elusive deity!
Sword Rain Alpha! You're finished!
Elusive
Stardust!
This one's
You're
mine.
on!
Take this!
You're mine! You're
Glacier
finished!
spear! Pierce evil!
Eternal devastation!
Freeze lancer! Do it!
Take this!
I take it to an
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Here's a healing arc!
Light.
First aid!
Rising Falcon! Double Demon Fang!
Lunar
Eternal
blast!
devastation!
This one's
I'll
mine.
face you.
Here I come!
Not so fast.
Eternal
I'm ready.
devastation!
Jolene!
Hey! Ha! Blow them away! The heavens must be smiling. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Burning strike! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
No chance!
Rising
On
Falcon!
guard. One more.
You're mine!
Tiger blade.
Hear me! Flame of
Strike!
fury!
Going
Burning
in.
strike!
You're on!
On guard.
Strike!
That's it.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger blade.
In a bind? I'm
Sword
ready!
Rain-
Kitara frozen!
Hammer.
The everlasting.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Mine.
Negative change.
Tiger blade.
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
Lunar Rongo!
Tiger blade.
It's over!
Hey! Ha! Blow them away!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
I won't forgive you!
Here I
On
come!
guard.
Corruption!
A new melody.
Sword Rain Alpha! Now! Take it!
Reload!
Can you take
Far
it?
enough.
Eat dirt!
Where are you going?
Catapult. I can carve through armor.
On guard.
Go fight
Sword
someone
Rain
else!
Dovaline!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Not a chance!
I'm all
This
stuck
one's
I'll
mine.
grind you into dust.
Here I come!
Elusive deity.
Mirage! Sword Rain
I'm
Alpha!
ready.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Here, let me help.
Now!
Now or never.
On guard.
It's on!
Tiger blade.
I'm ready.
Dragon Form!
Spin well.
Demons descend!
Flashing fang.
Not a chance!
Searing
Sword
flame!
Rain Alpha!
There!
You're finished!
I'm ready.
Kitara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
So I still had room to grow. And thus our strength yet grows. this, aren't you?
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
That's it! Sword Rain Alpha!
Look sharp. Take this.
Sword Rain Alpha! It's over! Ignite! Elusive Here I come! Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha! This one's all mine!
Flaming meteor!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Reload!
To me.
Take this!
Do it! Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Make it rain!
Xion, astral energy, full throttle!
Hear me! Flame
Sword
of
Rain
fury!
Alpha! You're not!
Can you take it?
Radiant Searing Flame! I'm all
Rising
filled up.
Falcon! No escape!
Resonate with the earth!
Here I come! Not a chance! No escape!
On your
Donut!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Got
Take this! You're
Mega Ray!
finished!
Going in!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Out of my way!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Negative gate! Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Falcon! Sword Rain Alpha!
That's it! Radiant
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
Look
There's still more to go!
It's over!
Elusive deity.
Mega Ray!
Rotating pile driver.
Rising Falcon!
Tornado
Eternal
drive.
devastation!
Elusive deity.
Radiant Pierce! On guard! Take it!
Take this!
You're mine!
You're finished!
Back into the fray!
Negative gate.
Tiger Blade!
Resonate with the earth.
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Stalagmite.
Strike! Double Demon Fang!
Radiant
It's
Pierce!
over!
Can you take it?
Stardust!
You're
Down
mine.
awkward! I'm all
It's
done.
over! I'm ready! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Clock!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday. Get lost!
Look sharp!
Tiger Blade!
Eternal devastation! Strike! Sword Rain Alpha!
Negative gate. On your knees.
Do it!
Crush
Go
it!
in! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Thank you. Elusive deity.
Rondo!
One more!
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Dragon
Tiger
Form!
Blade!
Here I
I'm out!
come!
I'm all stuffed up! Radiant Pierce!
I'll grind you into
Rising
dust.
Falcon!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold
Tiger
back.
Blade!
You're mine!
It's
over! Dragon
I'm
Form!
out of ammo!
Strike! Double
Annihilation!
Demon Fang!
On guard!
Burning!
Crush!
Tiger Blade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I think the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't take your hands off.
These little ones are hardly worth our...
Less talking, more pummeling.
I can feel my power growing!
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Elde Menancia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Ugh.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Going in!
Rising Falcon!
Glacial Spear! Here I go! Freeze Lancer!
Here I come!
Look sharp!
Take this.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord? Healing circle!
Try harder!
Appreciate the help.
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
On your die! Burn it!
Show me your strength.
Tiger Blade! Into the shadows!
Sword Ray Alpha!
I never miss!
Take armor won't save you.
Tiger Blade! Here comes
face you.
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Go here, evil! Freeze Lancer! This one's mine! Healing Circle!
I owe you one.
And just like that, I'm back in.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you?
Alphen!
Shion!
Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niaz, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...